Psalm 119, 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. This is GWAV Word Fest.
Hi everyone, my name is Macharia, and today I'll be speaking to you concerning peace as a fruit of the Holy Spirit. And the first thing I'd like us to understand is God gave us everything pertaining to this life. Peace, prosperity, everything pertaining to this life. Through his death, he conquered all that pertains to death. And death can be on the inside, things like fear that cripple us. In John, when Jesus first appeared to his disciples, his first statements were, "Peace be upon you." And he followed this by showing his nailed hands. And that was just but a symbol to show us how through his resurrection, he conquered death, he conquered evil and everything that comes with it, that he's more powerful. And that to me is just a sign, now that I am in him, now that we are in him, we are as powerful as him. That's the first thing I'd want us to understand, that we already have this, it's for us to receive. We already have peace, it's for us to receive it. So now that we have it, how do we receive it? When David was being sought after by Saul, he said in Psalms that seek it and pursue it with all your heart. And this was in the midst of him running, which I find very, very interesting, that in the midst of his troubles, in the midst of his fear, because he was the most sought after man at that time, he still had time to retreat and to seek that peace. And this just shows us how it's an active participation. Yes, you have it, but you need to actively engage with God. You need to actively engage with the Holy Spirit in order to receive it. It's not just about the Holy Spirit. Yes, he can work, but he needs your active participation in it. So how do we receive the peace that God has given us? The first thing is to detach yourself from things that are happening, things that are happening in the world. We need to learn, I need to learn, because all this I'm speaking are personal experiences that I've gone through. Learning how to dissociate myself from things that are triggering. For example, like me, things that were triggering me were news. Like every time I'd watch the news, I just feel anger or resentment towards a certain political person, as things that are not of God. So I learned to detach myself from these things. The second thing I did, and I'm showing us, I'd like us to try, is spending time in his presence. How do we do that? By praying and having devotions, by reading the word. Through that, there's just a peace that comes upon you when you read his word. When you take time to pray, all the anxiety and all the fear that you have, it just goes down. And the last thing is, God has given us resources to seek and to practice this seeking culture and pursuing culture of peace. Things like music, things like dancing, things like reading, things that we actually enjoy in this world. We can use them as channels in order for the Holy Spirit to come and just work on us, as to be prepared soil for him to come and work on us. So that's it about peace. Thank you for listening and have a blessed time.